Okay, so the tests are sitting right here. They're face down, waiting for Richard to come back, and we're gonna flip it over and see what it says. So I took two. I took one that says pregnant or not pregnant, and then I took another one that has like one line if you're not pregnant and two lines if you're pregnant.
Wait, what is that one gonna say?
This will either have two lines if it's yes, one line if it's no.
What is this one have?
Pregnant or not pregnant.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh my god!
Okay, wait, can you see that?
Oh my goodness!
This one says pregnant too.
What happened?
You're pregnant.
I know.
We're gonna be parents.
Is it just processing?
Yeah.
Unfortunate to say the least. This is not the video that I think we anticipated making for sure, but this is not like a normal video. I usually try to keep things like positive and happy and everything, but I feel like so many women and obviously like significant others go through this, so I feel like it's a good way just to share so people know that they're not alone. That's the intention of making this video, is like if you've gone through this type of thing, if you are going through it, if you're having difficulty or just like any life struggle, like you really are not alone. So yeah, I thought it'd be helpful just to kind of share our story, so then in hopes it helps other people. We obviously had a different story we wanted to tell, but I feel like this is just...
Yeah, we had a completely different video we wanted to make and had in mind, and things we were putting together in the lead up to this, and you know, unfortunately things did not go the way we wanted them to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got married back in September,
right,
and then we were on the same page that we wanted to have kids pretty soon, so...
Right, just with like the whole pandemic and everything, we had to push back our wedding, and which pushed back our timeline and everything, and we know timelines don't really go according to plan, so we were trying to be flexible and everything. So once we got married, you know, we were like, okay, like God's plan, whenever it's the right time, it'll be the right time. Mm-hmm. So we're just like, let's just see what happens. So early December, like I said, we found out we were pregnant. We were super excited. Everything was great. Like, I mean, I was doing everything that I had to do to have a healthy pregnancy. I mean, I'm very in tune with my body and focusing on my health, and that kind of changed obviously when we started talking about having a family. So I started thinking of, you know, what prenatals to take. We were doing research on how he could just be as healthy as he could be, and me being super healthy and everything, just so then when the time did happen that we did get pregnant, everything would be okay and as healthy as we could make it. So early December, before Christmas, like this was very early, I think it was like December 10th or something, I was like, I think I'm just gonna take a pregnancy test. And he was like, you're crazy, whatever. Yeah. And I was like, let's just do it. I was supposed to get my period that weekend, but I don't know, I feel like when you have a feeling, you have a feeling. So we took it, we looked at it at the same time, and it just lit up.
Yeah, so she took 1, and then she took 2, and then she took 12, and they were all positive, so.
The following couple of weeks, obviously it was Christmas, and we were starting to think like, okay, like, you know, our family really was so excited for us to have, like, start a family. I mean, like,
yeah,
that's something that they've been super excited about since we've ever talked about it. Like, we've always wanted to start a family. That's always something that we've wanted to do. So
since we got married, it seems like every day they had been asking us for grandbabies. So
we were really excited to tell them. Obviously, within the first trimester, you want to only really tell people who you can really lean on if something like this unfortunately does happen. So we ended up telling our immediate family on Christmas Christmas Day, and they were obviously like over the moon excited, as we all were.
What is it?
Ooh.
Are you serious? We're pregnant! What?
Are you serious?
Okay, I knew it. I was telling Mom, I was like, she. Because we were here the other night at the Christmas party. And I was telling you about it too. I was like, we were just
Come on, Joe.
drinking it.
We did it.
You gotta open yours up. You gotta open yours up. Julie.
You're gonna be a cousin!
Oh. Yeah, let's go. Blue balloon.
Oh no. We're having kittens.
Oh, Grandma? Oh, you said Grandma?
¿Qué?
Can we say Grandma? Yeah.
¿Qué pasó?
Are you pregnant?
And we told, I would say, just like our best friends, and that's it. So only like a handful of people knew, but just like the most important people in our life obviously knew.
Every single year we do a pajama party, with pajama pants on, like a Christmas PJ party with like our closest girlfriends. It's a really small, intimate group. And I was like, we always do a Secret Santa and a white elephant. So I was like, you know what? I think it'd be really funny if for, not my Secret Santa, but for the white elephant, it's a really cute, normal gift. I know white elephant sometimes is funny, so I was like, our funny aspect, I'm just gonna put the positive pregnancy test in a little Ziploc bag, obviously, so no one touches it, and put it in like this little box at the bottom of the gift, so they open it last. I'm going to put the positive pregnancy test in a Ziploc bag, put it in a little gift box, and put it on the very, very bottom of the white elephant present. Set. I'm just kidding.
Scheduled my first appointment to be around 7-8 weeks. And you know, I didn't have really any symptoms. Like I was totally fine. I was just super tired and I was just eating a lot.
A lot of snacking and a lot of sleeping.
Yeah. So still feeling good to keep up with like my workout schedule and everything. Like that's one of the most important things, especially with my background. My doctor's like, keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, modify as you need and just listen to your body, but you're totally good to work out and keep a good schedule. It's actually really healthy for mom and baby. So I went into the doctor on January 4th, and keep in mind, this is 2020, 2021. We are still in a worldwide pandemic, so unfortunately, I have to go in by myself. He could not go to any appointments. I mean, the logic behind him not being able to go to any doctor's appointments or being there to see like his first baby or any baby in that matter is just kind of like something that I don't really agree with, which we'll get to that in a little bit. Went in on January 4th, he drove me there, he was waiting downstairs, and we actually got I could FaceTime him during the ultrasound.
So you were 7 weeks, right?
Yeah, so
your timeline.
by my timeline, I was 7 weeks, 2 days. When we got there, they started doing the ultrasound. She was like, you know, you're measuring a little bit more like 6 weeks, but we were able to hear a heartbeat.
Yeah. All right, guys, so Katie's getting an ultrasound right now. We're nervous. No, we're excited. We are excited. She's getting an ultrasound. I can't be in there with her, unfortunately, but she's going to FaceTime me, so I'll see if I can get maybe a little bit on this, get a little bit of it recorded, so that way you guys can see.
See it?
Yeah.
You can see like this area here, that like flickering. Kind of moving there, that's that heartbeat.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That is great news. That's so exciting. I'm bummed out I can't be in there, but it looks like everything went well, so great news. We're stoked. We're pumped. We cannot wait to be parents.
And there was a heartbeat that day, and it was one of...
Loud and clear, too.
Yeah.
I was able to hear it through FaceTime.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's definitely there. We saw the ultrasound.
Mm-hmm. Like, they said everything looks perfect. Your uterus looks perfect. There was a heartbeat, which was really good news. And just everything looked great. Blood levels were perfect, just everything. So we were obviously on a high, you know, like super excited. Okay, that's 6 weeks. I had another appointment in exactly a month just to make sure everything was measuring on schedule. We started planning for like telling you guys on Valentine's Day, which is coming up. But just because that would be like 12, 13 week mark. So we were super excited, started planning that. After that appointment, they gave us like an August due date, everything like that. So we were really excited, over the moon, just doing everything that we knew we were supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. So this last week, I started like just, I'm not gonna get into like too many of the details, but I started spotting earlier in the weekend. On Saturday, early Saturday morning, so like Friday, Saturday. I started spotting, and they, you know, they say it's totally normal. Like, there's nothing really to worry about unless you're actually bleeding. So they just said, you know, basically take the weekend off, just rest, hang out, don't do anything too much. Don't lift, don't work out, just kind of stay horizontal type of thing. Nothing really progressed over the weekend. It was kind of the same Sunday, pretty much slowed down completely.
It stopped, right? For
yeah,
a day, so. It
stopped. So I thought, okay, like we're okay. I went to lunch with a girlfriend, came home, I was totally fine. Monday, took the day off, just hung out, laid low. And then at like 5:15 Monday night, I went to the bathroom and I was bleeding a lot. More than what would be for sure normal, I would think. You know, and your first resort is starting to look everything up, like any normal, like what's normal for bleeding during pregnancy. Like, I think there's so many different reasons why you could be bleeding. So I was just trying to stay as hopeful as possible. He was really a lot better than me. I was a mess. Like, I was just,
yeah,
I just
you
knew.
Sensed, you sensed something was wrong.
Yeah.
She definitely.
He was just trying to be, obviously, super supportive and being like, it's fine. He's just, the baby's just giving us a run for our money already, like just being
just
stubborn.
Trying to be hopeful. Yeah.
I called the nurse, and they were like, you know, it's okay. Just make sure you call your doctor tomorrow morning and try to get in within 24 hours, 48 hours. So called in the morning. Of course, my doctor was not in that day. Him and my sister kind of pushed me to be like, you know what, no, like you should go in today because you're bleeding so bad. And unfortunately, he could not go. Again.
Yeah, so I'm downstairs in the parking lot.
Right, so I had to go through this all by myself. Well, like obviously he's there, but like when you're in the doctor's office,
right, downstairs
by yourself, I just feel like it was extremely, like if you're going in for for a doctor's appointment for like a threatened miscarriage, I feel like they should allow a support person in there with you.
You shouldn't have to do it alone.
They take me back for an ultrasound, and baby had no heartbeat. So like along the lines of like the last 3 weeks, they don't, I mean, obviously they don't have like answers for you. They can't tell you why. They don't know, because this stuff unfortunately is so common. So, you know, sitting there, they're just like telling you that. Sucks, because then I have to text him because he's not in the room.
So the way I find out is with a text message. Apparently the day after our appointment,
Baby's heart stopped.
yeah.
So when they were measuring everything, I was only measuring 6 weeks one day when I should have been like almost like between 9 and 10 weeks.
Yeah.
So, so obviously it just like, it wasn't strong enough to make it. So then, like, you know, they gave me my options, everything like that. And once again, it's just like, you have to figure out next steps without
So
somebody helping you. I mean, this is my first time going through something like this.
Yeah.
And so like having the lack of support, like obviously like he's texting me and I'm telling him what's going on, but like it's different when they're not like sitting next to you, being able to like have a conversation or like hear what's
comfort
really
or
going
help,
on.
yeah.
Or, I mean, it's his first
Ask
time going through this
questions.
too. So they scheduled me to come back 2 days later for another ultrasound to see if everything kind of passed through on its own, and meet with my actual doctor because he would be in that day. Thursday comes around, we go, I go because he can't go. And unfortunately, everything is kind of still there.
No progress.
No progress. My doctor said, you know, just based off of where you're at, and I don't want you to go through an extremely painful process and risk infection. So we had to get a D&C, which is surgery, to get everything removed. And so once again, with that process, he could not be there.
No.
So I had to go through that by myself too, and it's just hard. Like, you know, you're going through.
When it rains, it pours, man.
Right.
I mean, it's from Saturday to Thursday, our lives, I feel like, completely took a turn for the worst.
Right. So obviously, we told our friends and family on Tuesday when we knew what was going on, and they've been amazing. My freaking house looks like a garden with all of these flowers and stuff, and everyone's support has been great. And I know we'll be able to have our baby, but it's just hard, you know. But yeah, I think the support has been really overwhelming, and we truly do have the best friends and family and support, and we will get through this. I know we're gonna just be taking it one day at a time, and just know like God's timing is better than ours.
Yeah.
And there's a plan for us to have kids one day. But yeah, I just couldn't really let this whole thing like just pass and just be like, oh yeah, everything's fine and dandy, when it's not the best. Yeah, we're just really going through it, and I know we will be okay.
You know, we told some of our friends, we told our family, and when we had to break the news of what happened, you'd be surprised to how many people this actually happens to.
My doctor was telling me it just happens to be 1 in 3 pregnancies, which is just like so mind-blowing.
And you don't really hear about it, you don't know about it, you know,
the subject is so taboo, I feel like. I mean, no one wants to come on and come out and say like, you know, they're experiencing this loss, and just because, I mean, I know it's so easy to start thinking about like, what did I do wrong? What happened? I mean, my
and that's what
brain
happens.
went there too. I think after you talk to your doctor and you realize how common it is, and I understand why not a lot of people want to come out and talk about this, but I feel like it's important because, I mean, I want everyone to know that like this is unfortunately very unfortunate, but like very common. And I know it's so hard to talk about, but like having that support and like knowing that other people have gone through this too and they're okay, like that's just really giving, I think, us the strength to keep moving forward. And yeah, like it's just like you're not alone if you're going through this. And I've had a lot of people reach out to me, like you said, like a lot of people just
it's a silent struggle that
right, a lot of people do have,
people go through,
unfortunately.
you know.
So we're just trying to, you know, like just shift our focus and really focus on our health right now before moving on to next steps and thinking about when we want to have kids next. Obviously that's something we want, but we want to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves first.
Yeah.
And just being able to move, like kind of just like keep going and just get back into like a good routine. And obviously this is going to be something that we're going to carry on with us forever, and always wonder like what if, but I know our time will happen. It's just hard right now. I told him, he was like, are you gonna make a video about it? And I said, if I can just help one person know that they're not alone,
Yeah.
and that like people struggle with this too, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, this is unfortunate, but like I'm all about helping people. You guys know that. Like, that's like my biggest purpose, I feel like, on this earth, is just to like motivate and help people with their health. And this is a part of it, unfortunately, for us in our story, but
Yeah.
I know it is for many other people too, and we will get past it, and we are stronger for it.
And when we do have a baby, you know, it's gonna make us appreciate that little thing twice as much
Right.
than we, you know, would have, just because we know it's something we're not gonna take for granted ever.
Right.
We never get a chance to meet this little person now, you know?
Right.
That baby's never has a chance, unfortunately, and that, you know, that's heavy and that weighs on us. And so it's something we don't take for granted. And when we do have a baby, you know, we just know we'll love that thing unconditionally.
Yeah. It's all God's timing, and we know that, and I'm really focusing on that. So yeah, we just wanted to give you guys an update of where we're at. We're okay. We will be okay. We're pretty strong people, like I said, so we just wanted to share our story in hopes it helps other couples and women and men. Life has some pretty good highs and really freaking hard lows, but
When it rains, it pours.
yeah, you just gotta
unfortunately.
keep putting one step in front of the other and take it one day at a time, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for all your support the last week of me being kind of absent. I've just had to kind of take some time for us and just be able to kind of get into a better headspace and everything before I just kind of jumped back in. But yeah, we will be fine. We will be okay, but we're just taking it one day at a time.
Yeah, we don't want to skip over it. We want to, we
I want to acknowledge
yeah.
it and know
it's
that
hard. It's hard to even talk about.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I know not the happiest video, but yeah, we just wanted to share our story and let you guys know that if you're going through something similar, just hard times, this is a really hard time for a lot of people, and you know, you're not alone. So we're gonna leave with that. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry this video was kind of depressing, but I'll be back to my happy, healthy self soon.
With time.
With time. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon. We love you.